What up to the podverse and everybody sleeping in the cloud? Welcome to the Blacklog, where we talk black about TV, film, music, and sometimes we digress and sometimes we just drink hot tea, which is recommended by 3 out of 4 cardiologists. But being that it's summer, it's iced. It's iced. My name is Rod. The gentleman to the left of me is my brother Ryan. Say hello, Ryan.
What up? What up? What up? What's happening? What's happening?
It's about as good as it's gonna get. That's as good as it's gonna get. Yeah.
Hey, need a break? Us too. That's why we do this. That's why we do this. So hopefully it'll make you laugh and think, or maybe it won't make you laugh. I don't know. Hopefully it'll make you think if it doesn't make you laugh. But if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe, like, and share. And if you're on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please give us a 5-star rating. And if you don't think we deserve that 5-star rating, please leave it there anyway because, hey, we'll try again next time and try to do better next time. And if you're looking for any apparel that you want made from scratch, like Martin, like on the Martin show when he said, "Man, where the hell is Scratch?" Scratch is back there. If you want something made from scratch, E. Tiffany Customs Creations, found at etiffanycreations.com.
For all your apparel needs.
You remember that man when he went to the DMV? He said, you got to start from scratch. He said, "Man, where the hell is Scratch?" They had a big sign said, "From scratch."
From scratch. He's stupid. That's stupid. I want to introduce before he doesn't feel left out. Say hello, Kirby. That's about as good as it's going to get.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like that. Remember that film Moving with Richard Pryor?
Mm-hmm.
Check the dog. They put a mirror under his nose
A
and
mirror?
make sure. Is he breathing? We're taking the dog. How about that? Man, today we're taking a slight off-ramp into the world of film, and we're doing the 1990 movie House Party. Written and directed by Reginald Hudlin, produced by the Hudlin brothers, Warrington and Reginald. The Hudlin brothers, the filmmaking force that brought us House Party, House Party 2, House Party 3. I don't think they had anything to do with House Party 4 or 5 except picking up checks.
I didn't know there was a 4 or 5.
Man, House Party is a franchise, man. It's 5.
I believe there's a franchise. I just didn't know there was a 4 or 5.
I mean, it might have been straight to music, straight to video, but House Party, because they had one with not Marquise. What is it? Not B2K. One of those. The kid who was on. He was Batman. He called him Batman. He was
he had the little eye patch.
Yeah, whatever.
Eye patch dude.
And he was on Sister. Yeah, his group.
Yeah, eye patch dude. Yeah, I remember. Sister. Do.
We know the title song, but we don't know his name. Marcus? His character's man, it ain't important.
It is a Marcus something, or Marquise, or Marcus.
Oh, man. But again, they brought us Boomerang, the House Parties, Marshall, starring the late Chadwick Boseman, The Great White Hype, a movie I kind of liked back in the day. It didn't go big, but it had Samuel Jackson, Damon Wayans, a lot of people in it.
I remember that movie.
Originally, if we go by what Will Smith says, originally it was offered to he and DJ Jazzy Jeff. But they did not accept it. No offense to Will or DJ Jazzy Jeff. I think their careers went well, but I think this was perfect for kid and play. This was perfect for them. There's an opening, and they used the perfect opening song. Bad Boy Having a Party.
Well, all right.
Roll back. I heard. I'm just thrown back. I didn't expect.
Well,
that.
all right.
Didn't expect. Just kind of doobity.
That's how you hit it, bro.
Oh yeah. Let me stop. Yeah. The opening sequence, and it's kind of a dream sequence, and it ends with the roof blowing off the house, like blow the parliament, blow the roof off the sucker. You know what I mean? That's what I saw in there. I mean, the
maybe
Hudlin
that's what.
brothers,
Because I was like, blew the
they
roof
were
off.
high school children in the 70s when Parliament, so blow the roof off the sucker. That's what I got out of that.
All right.
We opened in kids' bedroom, and we're playing on what might be the greatest flat top in film history. I think. I don't know if there's enough.
Bro, I
don't know.
there ain't a flat top that could beat kids, bro.
Like, I didn't, and I wanted to check who was the hairstylist on this film.
Your boy had a good one. Big Daddy had a good one, but he can't beat that original.
Man.
And Kid was higher too.
Man, that was a high flat top, man. Like, and he has a nightcap on, I guess, that keeps it in check. I mean, I think that was more for the film, but it was funny. We open his bedroom. He is awakened by his father, the late Robin Harris, who had been seen in Do the Right Thing.
Yep.
And they had this film, and then they felt that he had a big future. He would pass.
What did Mo Better Blues come out after Kid?
No, it came out before.
Oh, so he was in Mo Better Blues too?
Mo Better Blues was, I'm pretty sure it was before too. I think it was. You know what? Let me not state that, because he passed 9 days before this movie premiered.
Oh, wow.
This movie premiered on March 18th, 1990, and he died on March 9th. I was like,
wow.
Because I was looking just to see. Well, I said, well, I know he saw the opening of this film, and then I looked and said, oh my God, he did not see this film. He was a comedian that a lot people would thought was about to be a lot of big things for him. They did do.
But they made a movie, bro, based on one of his bits, bro.
Yes,
from a comedy show, Baby's
Kids.
And they made an entire movie, bro.
And you know what? I forgot to say that was produced by the Hudlin brothers too. They did that film.
Okay.
And they got Faison Love to do Robin's character. I was like, man, that's how strong he was. We go to school, and Kid is in the cafeteria talking to Christopher Martin. They both named Chris. That's Christopher Martin, because Kid is Christopher Reed.
Yeah. Might I also add that actually we did find that out later, but the first thing I thought was, because it's been so long since I had seen the movie, Kid's mama must have been super duper white, because Robin Harris could not have spit that child out on his own. There's no way. Robin Harris is the color of my hair.
I do remember being in the theater saying, boy, this is a stretch. This is kind of a stretch, right? I mean, I said Robin Harris. He said Pops. I was like, man, this is a stretch. And I was like, are we going to see your mother to understand this? Because this makes no sense whatsoever.
And then they killed her off. I was like, dang.
But, I mean, but they explained
But they did. He did say later on.
Yeah.
He was like, I should have never married that white woman. I was like, oh, well, there you go.
And there you have it. Because in real life, Kid is he is biracial.
Yeah, I think his dad's Jamaican.
Yeah, his dad's Jamaican. But Belial, played by young Martin, who is known as Dragon Breath. That's just.
But there was always that person, bruh, at school, bruh, whose breath, bruh, when he talked to you or she talked to you, you like, oh my God, can you please turn the other way?
Yes.
Please turn the other way. Your breath is rolling.
Man, I never really wanted to talk about it. I just remember seeing people do that, and I used to tell myself, please God, don't let people talk about me. I was like, please God, don't let me. I used to be like, I said, please God, don't let me talk.
I feel like I have a sensitivity to it, kind of too, bro. It's sometimes I'm in that space, and it's just like like if it's a number of people, and I'm like, whoa, this is too much bad breath going on in this area. Like, we got to take a pause, please. That's usually when I say, hey, I need to go to the bathroom. And I just go to the bathroom, bro, to get some fresh air. I'm like, oh my gosh. Too much rolling breath. And when I say rolling, I don't mean in a good way.
The term used to be humming. Man, your breath is humming.
That was young, but as I got older, and in New Orleans, the word rolling started to kind of click on. Rolling is one of those words in New Orleans that can mean anything. It just depends on how you use it. When somebody say, man, your breath is rolling, that's not a good thing.
You know what, man?
But if somebody said, that party last night was rolling, good thing.
I gotta be honest with you. I just think that's, God bless us, that's black people, bro. Because there's the infamous scene in The Wire where they say,
oh, yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it's like,
yeah.
I just think we just changed things up a lot, bro. You know,
there's that one time where he smiles when he says it, like,
you know, it just is, man. Martin is back. You know, Kid is trying to say, man, Kid is. Let me state, Kid is that dude I don't like, man. Not Kid. Play.
Oh, yeah,
Because
bro.
he always just trying to BS you, trying to get something out of you for free, man. Man, would I tell you wrong? Yes, you would. You a liar. Please don't. Yes, you are.
We had a friend. I mean, I never say the name, but his we referred to him as Janky. His name. So if we were talking about you, oh, Janky Ride, you talking about Janky Ride? Oh, Janky Ride. Or somebody was talking about me, and I was Janky Ride. Oh, you talking about Janky Ride?
And like I say, I'm talking about, like I say, and when I say Play, he's just this guy who's always just making promises, this, that, and that. He's telling Belial how this is going to be the party of the century. My mom and dad are down south, which was a lot for me. I guess it's not a lot. They left you in the house.
People used to have their parents go out of town. I know. I only had it happen to me once. You were in town though, and you were in town from college, which for me meant it's all good. You know, it was like
You said
I was in. I think I was in. I feel like I was in one of those stars over at. I was in one of those programs during the summer at Xavier. Oh, they went out of town for something. Peace. I got in that car. I was rolling.
I want to tell the audience, I don't want y'all to think I let Ryan run like a cocaine operation in like an after hours joint, because that's what it sounds like. It's good. That's what it is. They gone. It's good. Guns and drugs. No, you know, that's all. He stayed up late, all right? Come on, y'all.
People did not have a good time. It's amazing when I meet people who did not like their high school experience.
Hey,
Bruh,
man.
I could go back to high school right now for a week and come back and be like, man, I need another one of those breaks. I need another one of those vacations.
Hey, man, that ain't high school. That's getting a break from adulting. Baby, anything. I would go through.
Hey, you put me in for the Pavlak class for a day with them dudes in my class. Oh,
I'll do it. I'll go back for 2 weeks to run away from bills. I
come back, they be like, why are you laughing?
But we digress. Like I said, Play is sitting up there saying, hey, man, I want you to spend at my party, man. Gonna be like this. Yeah, but I ain't doing it. Martin is like, I ain't doing that for free, man. Do you know how many women are going to be at this party? Do you know, like, those ladies over there? And it's like he says it because he just happened to see them. And
yeah, that's right. That wasn't in the
Sydney
cafeteria.
and Shireen, played by Tisha Campbell, and Shireen. Why did I forget your AJ Johnson? Johnson, who's better known as Jody's mom for those younger people out there listening.
Yeah, it's funny. They know him as Jody's mom. I'll always remember as this character.
Shireen. And basically plays like, let me go talk to these ladies. And Martin is like, no, kid's like, yo, I think he said, hey man, let me have some of your lunch. He said, no, you on your own. So he steps back. He sits back to stand up, and he bumps into what may be the oldest looking high schoolers in the history of high school.
Full Force got to be 40 years old in that. Bro, Full Force, bro. Them dudes look like they supposed to be in the army, bro.
Bro, you know
they look like they, Stab looked like he should have been leading a patrol, bro.
He looked like he should have been in a non-movie more than a high school movie. He really should. And let me state there, Stab, Zilla, and Pee-wee, played by Paul Anthony and B. Fine, who are twins, if I'm correct, and Bow-Legged Lou, who plays Pee-wee.
Speaking of which, going back to him asking Bilal for his food. Hey, did you used to bum food off of people at the cafeteria when you was in high school?
Man, I was already distressed. I was distressed enough with what sis was serving every day. I was not.
Lunch was rolling, bro. St. Aug, bro. Don't talk about red beans and rice day. Don't talk about red beans. And don't talk about breakfast when they started serving breakfast. And they started having those greasy ass beignets and sausage biscuits. Oh my goodness.
I missed.
Bruh, I'm talking, these beignets was definitely not from Cafe Du Monde, but they hit the spot, bruh. Greasy. I'm talking that powdered sugar caked on, bruh.
Hey man. I got my Doritos and Hostess breakfast at the corner store.
Yeah.
It's all right. I think about it now. I had a daily breakfast of Doritos, Hostess pies, and
They didn't have breakfast. Did they have breakfast? They didn't have breakfast.
No, they did.
Yeah.
They did.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
We had Dixiana Bakery. But again, I digress. Like I said, they're the oldest high schoolers I've ever seen in my life. Kid bumps into them, and then all of a sudden they just go off. Like how you bump. They're typical. I mean, they're just atypical bullies that you see in a high school movie, and they bump into them, and they get into not even a fight. Is it a fight? No.
It eventually turned into a fight, or more like a one-sided ass whipping. But
yeah,
eventually, but it started out as just kind of a back and forth.
Yeah, it kind of back and forth, and the whole thing was, "Why you stepping on my face? Why you stepping into my space? Well, you just being bullies." And then you got Bow-Legged Lou. He's got this thing this voice that he just chose to do through the whole film, and then you just you just go with it. He's gonna kick your fucking ass. And it was. I heard that. You would hear that for a couple of months after that.
Oh yeah.
I heard that for a couple of months. That was a thing. That was a thing for a minute. People were saying that a lot. Bow-Legged Lou is, like I say, I did want to mention. I think. Stab slides kid across a cafeteria table, and they end up in the principal's office, who's this poor, confused white woman. And the way kid says it, I didn't mean to call Stab. I didn't mean to, but Stab called my mother a hoe, and I can't have that. And the way he said it,
that principal, little man, that principal had me cracking up, bro. Why on earth would you call his mother a garden tool?
Oh my God!
And them dudes just looked at each other, bro,
like even though for one time we kind of connected, like what is wrong with her? And the thing is, the principal says, you can go.
But what about the fight? The actual fight, bro. The actual fight,
you mean
though.
when they held him up?
Bruh.
Because it started like this. He held him. It started because his mom called him. He called his mom a hoe.
And he tried to throw Jello.
I don't know if Jello is still a thing now. Is Jello still a thing?
But how apropos that he threw it and it landed on Ronnie's face.
It did. It landed on Ronald Reagan, and I know that was pretty intentional, probably at that point in time.
Very, very, very.
And the fight, and then they're holding him up, and you got Lou. They're showing the point of view from Kid. No. Hit him right there. Hit him right there. It's like it was very cartoony, but it worked for this movie.
Oh yeah.
And Kid learns that, of course, you don't really cause me any trouble. You gotta go back to class, but we have to tell your parents.
Mm-hmm.
And Kid's like,
I'd have been like, do you really have to call? Like, seriously? Like,
yeah, like,
we didn't have a conversation. Like,
we cool. You just told me we cool. Do we really have to call?
He should have bargained a little more, man. He should have did a little more bargaining.
You just said I'm cool. I'm a good kid. Do you really need to call home and tell him? So Kid has to get home, and he has to make sure that his dad isn't contacted so he can make it to this party. Has anyone out there ever had trouble lingering like that? Like you're sitting there waiting, like I'm trying to avoid. Have you ever had that?
Nah. It was, hey, either you in trouble or you not.
I can't remember this. Our father worked 2 jobs. He didn't come home till late. And Lord knows I was a TV child. Look, I'm gonna stay up as late as possible. But I never forgot the day I got a bad report about strictly about my behavior in class. No, it wasn't behavior. I think whatever it was, all I know is, you know what? I thought I was smart. I was in 3rd or 2nd grade, I think, and I said, I'm gonna go to sleep. He would never wake me up. He wouldn't do that. I was in bed like at 8:15, just like, no, just say, I'm gonna go to sleep. Dad would never, he'd say, oh, Rod's sleeping. I won't bother. Click. And light. Click. Get up. Look at me. And I realized from that day on that would never work ever again.
Yeah.
So, but if you have ever had any trouble, we would love to know that. If you haven't had any trouble just lingering, you're trying to avoid, because Kid is rushing home to
I wonder that because I've never. That's something you would see on TV shows and movies.
Yeah.
But I never.
You're trying to stop a letter, which I don't know. It's the same day delivery or a phone call.
Yeah, that was. I'm like, man, what kind of postal service y'all got working?
What kind of school service? What kind of schools? The Department of Education really cares.
I'm about to say that must have been back in the day when they cared about the Department of Education.
Man, dude. He gets home and he mentions the party to Pops. And Pops like, boy, on Monday night, I'm gonna finish my homework. And he's like, man, I wanted to watch Dolomite tonight.
He said, but you know what's funny? He was having a nice conversation with him about like, come on, man. And then he just got real serious. He was like, what?
Well, no,
what's wrong?
He got
You
serious.
grew up on him.
You grew up on him.
But he kind of came out of nowhere. It's almost like he saw something like, I know you're not getting sedity on me. What? You grew up on him? Yeah, so Pop, what's up with Pops too drinking that Dick Gregory? What about that Dick Gregory?
Man, Dick Gregory had a drink. The late comedian Dick Gregory had it was called a Bahamian Shake. I think it was for weight loss. And it was very
everybody
was drinking
it. Everybody say, bro, give me some of that Dick Gregory, bro.
Like they just kept it. They kept it around like Sprite or juice in the refrigerator. It was kind of weird. It was like everybody, hey man, give me some of that Dick Gregory. Like Dick Gregory had. I remember the popularity of the Dick Gregory Bahamian diet, man.
You know what? That was a good that was something that was very good in this movie. I'm guessing that the Hudlin brothers did. They made sure to show you in the black community that yes, we look at the same things or we
Oh yeah.
listen to the same
Oh
things.
God, yeah.
Give me some of that Dick, because he wasn't the only person to say
Dick
give me some of
Gregory.
that Dick Gregory.
We saw
just
Dick
like
Gregory.
just
we
like
saw-
as we go on, we're gonna see about that commercial.
Yeah, we see the Hey Love commercial in everybody's house. Like really, like oh my God. It was a let me state, there was a compilation. BET back in the day had a compilation album of soul records that were kind of from the.
It was right around that part too. Like after he said you grew up on him. After I think he was trying to sneak out. No, I think it was at some point when he was trying to sneak out. I think it was on TV at that time. I know it was on TV, but I think it was during that time. And good old Greer Childs from She's Gotta Have It. I got a great new album in the middle of the day.
Yeah, it was a compilation record of 60s and 70s songs, like the Shy Lights and stuff like that. And there are three people just sitting they're just sitting on a sofa by themselves. And it's like Greer Childs from She's Gotta Have It, the actor Greer Childs. He's sitting there with two other people.
What's his real name? What's his real name?
I cannot remember. He plays Greer Childs. I cannot remember his real name right there. But it's like this. And you hear the clock going tick tock, tick tock. And all of a sudden he says, "Hey, I got a great new record in the mail today." Then suddenly we go into the commercial. Close your eyes.
There's one where it's like, "Hey there, lonely girl."
Yes. You know those compilations where they show they give you just a snip of every song just to give you a little, to wet your beat just enough to say, "Oh, I
got three dudes on one sofa and three girls on the other sofa." And they're just like, "Hey, yes. I got a great new album in the mail today."
He puts that thing on. It's just, oh my God. Again, as far as the community or the culture of the day, Bohemian died, and the Hudlin brothers were good about that. He said, Kid is trying to just make sure that this communication doesn't come. He said, "Dad, did the mail come?" Yeah. Why you care
because that was because Bilal told him.
They're gonna send him the mail.
Bilal told him to go check the mail. I just remember Bilal saying, because Bilal specifically had his wall full of Jet Beauties of the Week.
He did. He had another cultural thing.
Yeah, because my good friend, his wall was filled with every Jet Beauty of the Week, bro. From one end to the next, bro. All of them, bro.
I just saw somebody sent me something with a compilation of about 6 of them, and there was a young lady who was at Howard.
Really?
Was a Jet Beauty. While we were there. Page 43. For those
page
who don't know,
43, baby.
Jet Magazine. Page 43.
Whenever you got Jet, let me go. Either you were going to page 43 or you was going to the back to see who was in the top 20.
It's true. It's true. The communication has not come home. Has not come to the house. He hasn't gotten the call. And what did he tell him? It was that was funny to me. Look, Pops had a joke. He said, "Has the mail come? What you gonna pay? No, nothing but bills. What you gonna help pay him?"
That's definitely a running joke in our house.
You gonna help pay? Then don't be asking about the mail. What you want? What you care about the mail? You know? Hey man, as a child, you want to get mail. It's so funny. As a child, you love getting mail as a child. When you become an adult, like, I don't want that. You can keep that. Could you keep that? Like I say, he's talking on the phone because he's trying to get some extra work, another shift at work, and he's on the phone when suddenly something comes in the mail, and he sees it, and he's opening it, and he on that phone. He says, "Hold on, let me call you back."
but remember, he was on the phone. He was like this. He said, "Like
he did do that."
He showed it. He took no time to get on the phone. He's like, Hey, let me call you back.
Let me call you back. What's
Hey,
this, boy?
Hey, I don't know about any other community, but in the black community, when mom or dad said, hey, let me call you back,